Imagine knowing that one of the most personal decisions you'll ever make could also become a matter of national importance. For most people, choosing a life partner is a private milestone. For Spain's future queen, it is something entirely different. Every future monarch carries enormous responsibilities, but for Princess Leonor, the question of marriage is about far more than romance. It touches history, constitutional tradition, public confidence, and the future of the Spanish crown. That is why so many people wonder what rules would shape Princess Leonor's future marriage. Contrary to many headlines circulating online, there is no official list of people she is forbidden to marry. There is no secret palace document naming individuals who are off-limits. Instead, the reality is much more interesting. A combination of constitutional principles, royal tradition, public expectations, and practical considerations would influence one of the most important decisions of her life. Today, we're exploring 5 types of matches that would present extraordinary challenges for Spain's future queen, not because of personal feelings but because of the responsibilities attached to the crown. The first would be another reigning monarch or someone who is first in line to another European throne. At first glance, this might sound like the perfect royal fairy tale. After all, Europe still has several royal families whose members know one another well through official events, state ceremonies, and family gatherings. Yet modern constitutional monarchies are built on one simple principle: every monarch serves only one nation. Imagine a situation where 2 future sovereigns inherited different crowns. Each would owe constitutional duties to separate countries. Each would represent different governments. Each would swear separate constitutional oaths. Even if such a marriage were legally possible, questions would immediately arise about residence, official responsibilities, succession, and national representation. History offers many examples of royal marriages between different dynasties, but modern constitutional monarchies operate very differently from centuries ago. Today's kings and queens are not political rulers. They serve as constitutional heads of state, and that makes dual responsibilities extraordinarily complicated. For that reason, while friendship between Europe's future monarchs is common, marriage between 2 reigning sovereigns or 2 direct heirs would create challenges that no modern European monarchy has had to resolve. The second type of match would be someone whose public activities could compromise the political neutrality expected of the crown. One of the defining principles of Spain's monarchy is political impartiality. The monarch represents all Spaniards, regardless of political opinion. Remaining above party politics helps preserve public confidence in the institution. Because of that, anyone who became the future queen's spouse would likely face enormous scrutiny if they were deeply involved in partisan politics, lobbying, or activities that could appear to influence government decisions. This is not about restricting personal freedom. It is about protecting the constitutional role of the monarchy. Even the appearance of political favoritism could become controversial. History across Europe shows that royal households carefully avoid situations that could blur the line between ceremonial leadership and political participation. That expectation would almost certainly extend to Princess Leonor's future husband. The third type of match would be someone whose financial interests created serious conflicts of interest. Modern royal families place tremendous emphasis on transparency. Public trust depends not only on what royal family members do but also on avoiding situations that could raise questions about influence or personal benefit. Suppose a future royal spouse controlled businesses heavily dependent on government contracts or industries directly affected by state decisions. Even if everything were entirely lawful, public perception could become a challenge. Royal households throughout Europe have increasingly emphasized financial transparency, ethical standards, and clear separation between official duties and private business interests. For Spain's future queen, maintaining that public confidence would almost certainly be a priority when considering any future spouse's professional activities. The fourth type of match would be someone unwilling to accept the unique responsibilities that come with becoming the spouse of a future queen. This may sound obvious, but it is perhaps one of the greatest challenges of all. Being married to the future monarch is not simply about attending ceremonies. It often involves years of preparation, learning constitutional traditions, representing the country at official engagements, supporting charitable organizations, meeting world leaders, and living under constant public attention. Privacy changes dramatically. Daily routines change. Personal careers often change. Every public appearance carries symbolic importance. Many people admire royal life from a distance, but living it requires extraordinary dedication. History has shown that successful royal partnerships are built not only on affection but also on shared commitment to public service. Anyone unable or unwilling to embrace those responsibilities would face immense pressure. Finally, the fifth type of match would be someone whose actions seriously damaged public confidence in the institution. Every constitutional monarchy depends on public trust. Reputation matters. If a potential royal spouse became associated with repeated legal problems, serious ethical controversies, or conduct that consistently undermined confidence in the monarchy, enormous public discussion would likely follow. That does not mean public opinion alone determines private relationships. However, the monarchy's long-term stability relies heavily on maintaining respect and credibility. Modern royal families across Europe have increasingly recognized that reputation, transparency, and accountability are essential to preserving public support. Throughout all of these examples, one fact remains important. Princess Leonor is first and foremost a private individual with the same human hopes and aspirations as anyone else. Yet she also carries responsibilities unlike almost anyone her age. The future Queen of Spain represents not just herself, but an institution with centuries of history. That is why discussions about her future marriage often attract so much attention. They are rarely just about romance. They are about continuity, constitutional responsibility, and the future of one of Europe's oldest monarchies. It is also worth correcting one common misconception. Many online videos claim there are specific people Princess Leonor is forbidden to marry. Publicly available information does not support that claim. Spain's constitution does not publish a list of prohibited individuals. Instead, any future marriage would unfold within Spain's constitutional framework and the traditions that guide the monarchy. In many ways, that makes the story even more fascinating. Rather than following an ancient checklist, the future queen will likely balance personal happiness with public duty, a challenge faced by many modern royals across Europe. As Princess Leonor continues her military training, constitutional education, and preparation for her future role, questions about her personal future will undoubtedly continue to attract global interest. But whatever decisions lie ahead, one thing remains clear: her greatest responsibility will always be serving Spain and representing the crown with dignity, impartiality, and dedication. The future queen's story is still being written. Her education continues, her public role continues to grow, and every step prepares her for the day she will become Spain's first queen regnant in generations. When that day comes, the person standing beside her will not simply be her husband. He will become part of an institution that symbolizes continuity, stability, and national unity. Perhaps that is the real story, not who Princess Leonor can or cannot marry, but why the responsibilities of the crown make every future decision so significant. If you enjoyed this fact-based look into the traditions surrounding Europe's future monarchs, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Which aspect of modern royal life do you find most fascinating? Let us know, and we'll see you in the next documentary. If you'd like, I can also make this script more cinematic with stronger curiosity hooks and retention loops while keeping it accurate and advertiser-friendly.